Hello everyone, it's Victor with you from the ForexRoboTrading. Today we will look at the New Zealand versus Japanese currency pair for the short-term trade setup. Before we start, just to remind you, all the information purely for educational purpose only, should not be considered as a financial advice. I'm gonna get back to our previous trades. First of all, it's still our pound Australian dollar, still moving down. Australian Japanese yen approaching the target, although due to the potential signal on the New Zealand Japanese yen, this could be it. So this could have been the top. Now Australian Swiss franc is still yet can reach the target, but I want to remind you that this has been fixed, profit has been taken already. Now pound Swiss franc, we hit the first target, so here maybe fixing some profits, good, but we already spoke about that. But overall you can also expect some move to the downside yet again. Now New Zealand Canadian, this one is tricky. Now here we reached the bottom here at 200 moving average. You can see it has been rejected, so if price will go lower, it most likely will be invalidated. From this point was the entry we were expecting. So here at the break even, we can close the trade or at least push the stop loss below this point produced today. Next one is Swiss Japanese yen. It reached this key resistance, but guys, this is exit because it broke the lowest point on the daily chart, previous low, which where we had a bounce from the 200 moving average. This means that it's actually gonna go down. And this is the reason, another reason why I'm looking for exit on Australian Japanese yen and looking to short New Zealand Japanese yen. So Japanese yen starting to look very bullish against other currencies. On the dollar Swiss franc, we would exit this trade, although it's still below the resistance, but I think it could be range trading, although it still can work out because we did produce the spike higher, slightly higher. It can actually go down. We will see how it's gonna work out. So if you tend to wait for this long-term movement, you can still place the stop loss above this high, but I would be out already. Nevertheless, can go down. Now the euro Swiss franc, okay, this is what we expect. So this trade is still valid. Maybe I will move like that. So here we see the downtrend trend line rejected, so ABC, and if this level is broken, daily close above invalidates this trade. Overall, still expected to go down as this resistance is being rejected, as well as the trend line. We're left with our final pair for today, which is New Zealand versus Japanese yen. This is the idea that I will be talking about. What we have on the New Zealand Japanese yen is a double bounce of moving averages 1 and 2. Besides, this is a support area, then resistance, then support again. Also previously, here was a strong support area again, resistance, resistance. We broke below the moving averages, and here this was the resistance area, the point of the breakout of the moving average 200 exponential. We rejected this area, price went lower, and what we have is yet again we are at this price. In the worst case scenario, I would expect price to correct and retest this level. This would be the perfect entry point if that will happen. But from this point onwards, as the moving averages, both of them are being rejected, and besides we have a cross of two moving averages, exponential and simple, with a period of 200, also a bearish signal. And other thing to consider is the lower lows and lower highs are being printed. So yet it looks very bearish, and the downside target could be this area where you can see the strong, very strong support has been formed. So this would be our area for the target, approximately 63.85. Now, and we will look also on the 30-minute chart. Here is what we have is descending channel. We're rejecting the channel, upper trend line of the channel. Here we have a resistance formed after the break in the trend line. I just will move the trend line like that. Okay, this is our point of break of the trend line. to be precise, it would be like that. So here is a point of breakout, and we can see this area is now acting also as a resistance, and here rejected. So from this point onwards, it would either correct to test 88.6% Fips, which would be the perfect entry, which is 64.96, almost at the psychological resistance 65. But if it may not happen if we unless we break this high, price can start going down straight away towards our target on a 1 hour chart. So here are two opportunities: either to short from right here with a half a usual risk, and then if price goes up, add to the position, okay, or just wait for the better price. Overall, seems like a very good opportunity because of these two moving averages and this area of previous support and resistance. Price is right. It seems like a huge demand, supply zone for the New Zealand Japanese yen, and this should be quite fast trend. I don't think it will last quite long, like a week or two, probably days. So that's it for today. Hope you enjoyed this opportunity. Don't forget to click the like button and subscribe for our next trade ideas. Thank you all, guys, and have a great weekend. Stay healthy.